What's up, nerds? Happy Star Wars Day to you. This is the DNA Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Corey Derrick, and alongside me, as always, is Brian Anderson. Brian, we're in a new location.
It's a new place.
There's a lot of things changing.
Apparently, yes.
But it's okay. We might have to come up with a new name. Had an issue.
Yeah, like everything's about to change.
Yeah,
so.
Like everything is about to change. We had a little issue, so next week, if you see a different logo on your feed from here, and it's
still
not
us.
It's literally still us. It's still the Brian and Corey show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's not the official name, but we're gonna have to change our name probably because we got. Let me tell you the story before we get started. I was at home editing some video because there's a new plan to put what we're playing. I record some stuff about what we've been playing, and put it behind us. And soon there'll be a green screen behind us, but you won't be able to tell. You'll just see awesome video games behind us. I got an email from this YouTube group that calls themselves the DNA Network.
The DNA Network.
They don't do video game stuff. They do sciencey stuff. And apparently their account is verified or whatever.
Mm.
And because they have a lot of subscribers. And I'm like, okay, we don't really do sciencey stuff. We just, DNA is kind of like an acronym for.
Yeah, it's not even really our name.
And they're like, well, we have the name DNA Network. So if you don't change, we may have to take legal action.
I feel like the WWF getting changed to the WWE because they already had the Wildlife Foundation.
Yeah.
Same thing, man. I feel like that.
Yeah. We're just the Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin
pretty
sitting
much,
here getting
pretty
ready
much.
to change our names. But with all that said, we may change our names. You'll probably know by next week. And we're already brainstorming, which kind of sucks because we've already rebranded this podcast twice.
I know.
But it's still going to be us. We're going to leave the DNA community group open because they don't have a community group. So apparently that's a thing.
That's okay. Yeah,
that's okay. I don't know.
It's confusing if you ask me.
So all the people that we've been in contact with the last few weeks or year, actually the last year,
mm-hmm.
Nerd Overdrive, you'll be getting information from me telling you the stuff. So with that crap out of the way, that story's dumb. Let's get into the real meat.
Let's go ahead and start this show.
If you didn't know, this is the official podcast of the DNA Network.
Formerly the DNA Network. We're like Prince.
Yeah. Yes. We are
the network formerly known as DNA. Can we be called that?
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
That'd be funny.
Be hilarious. Can we get our own logo?
Yeah, we're just going to be a symbol now.
Logo. Yeah.
We're not going to be a name anymore.
Remember, you can find the audio of this podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher, pending approval on the Google Play Store, because they have a podcast section now. So if you're on a Google listener, look for that. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Like us on Facebook. Join the community group. Follow us on Twitter. Remember, you can find all of our content on digitalnerdadvocates.com, which may also be changing. I'm not sure yet. Probably not, but it's okay. Brian, we always start out with this podcast about what we've been playing.
What we've been playing, yeah.
And what you've been playing actually surprises me.
I played a little bit of Destiny.
Yes, he's back on the train, people.
I finally cracked and played Iron Banner. I was pleasantly surprised with the changes. Most notably, I know people want to talk about the drops, and right. Actually, I didn't get very many good ones. The highest thing I got was a 221. I wasn't. What? I saw people getting 230s. I only played.
You mean 330s?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. 330s,
yeah,
331s. I was getting
the drops
320
are in sections though.
So because I think I was in a bracket. I was only 314.
Yeah, they're doing it in brackets because I started playing Iron Banner at 308, and I was only getting drops up to 315.
Right,
Once I hit 315,
that's what I kind of figured because
my highest drop was 325.
Yeah.
So
because the people who were getting the 330 stuff, they were already 330s. I will say that I did notice only being like a 314 because I was using different. Like I wasn't using my raid set where I think I was 319 or 320. I was using my Crucible set, which dropped me down to like 314, and I noticed a difference when I was going against a 334.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still take him down. It wasn't like, oh my goodness, I can't play, but you could definitely tell that I was under leveled. I loved that assault rifles are a thing.
I know.
Now.
I'm so happy.
No one, I did not know that. I'm so glad that I kept my Doctrine of Passing. My Adept one from the trials.
Best weapon in the game now.
Apparently, it's like the best Crucible weapon.
That and a lot of people are using. It was really interesting.
The assault rifle that they dropped was pretty good.
The Hawkins Hackett.
Yeah, that one's not bad.
Yeah, that's the one I've been using on my Xbox character because
that one's not
I've been
bad.
playing with my friend Mitch from work, which he kind of wants to get in on a podcast or two, so we might have him. He's a really cool dude. But like I played Iron Banner with him all week on Xbox, and I got that Hawkins Hackett and stuff, and like people were using Monte Carlos, Soros Regimes, the Passage, like people were busting out Hawk Moons and like weapons I haven't seen in a long time.
I guess they fixed the last word because
a lot of people are using.
I got
last
killed
word.
by that like a few times. I'm like, what the heck is this kid that good or like? Because that gun that used to be my go-to gun for trials. I ran Last Word Sniper, and then they just crushed that gun and it went away. And then I saw people using it again, so I didn't use it in a Iron Banner because mine's only like a 290. And even though I have to say the 1-in-1 conversion is probably the best thing that they've ever done. Yes, that's amazing.
Oh my gosh, thank God they did that.
No more math. It's very easy to get that stuff up, like because I think I got a couple things dropped, but I leveled up my my Doctrine of Passing to like 320 or something, 321 or something like that. I think that's like I wanted to get that up, but I played Crucible then, just so everything would be balanced out, and man, I was crushing it like the old days with that gun. It felt so good because that was one of the big reasons that I kind of stopped playing is. I feel like they just nerfed too much stuff. And I think they finally, for the first time in the 2 years that it's been out, that this is the best weapon balancing that they've had to date.
Yep. Totally agree. Yeah, I was using a bunch of things.
I mean, people were using Hawk Saws and PDXs, and like I still saw people using Nerwin's Mercy, which was for the time that was the gun.
Yeah, I started using that too.
I saw people using Nerwin's.
The rank 5 package, I got that.
So
and I started
like,
using
that one like still holds up. So like everything, because it was only SMGs, and I know they're called pulse rifles. I've been playing the Division, so I'm sorry, they're not SMGs. They're pulse rifles. My bad. And so the pulse rifles were the guns. Like. There was nothing that could compete. Now, assault rifles are really, in my opinion, that Doctrine, that was like so much fun to use.
Yeah.
Because I kept that in hopes that one day they would fix assault rifles.
Yeah.
And they did. And now that's like the best gun. It's weird that they like high rate of fire, low impact, which was the worst gun to have in the game for the longest time. I don't know how it holds up in PvE, probably not very well.
Yeah,
I would still probably go Scout. I mean, I
don't know. I was using the
I saw a lot of people using the multi-tool.
Yeah,
that seems to be a very, very popular gun.
So many people were using multi-tool.
I always liked that gun. Like year one.
Oh, I think it's great. I don't have it, but I think it's great.
So I busted mine out a little bit too. That gun's just that gun wrecks, and it was just fun. It was fun. I still played the Division. I got up to rank 70 in the Dark Zone. Ubisoft, I don't know. I think we're talking about them later. They came out, and we'll talk about that later. They talked about the new patch, the 1.2. Some fantastic things that need to come to this game are coming because the reason why people are leaving, they're kind of fixing. Because I mean, my brother he's done with it until they fix it. My other buddy Parks 007, he's done until they fix it, and I can't blame them. But I still have fun playing.
Yeah, I played a couple times last week. We were in the Dark Zone last week.
We did. I mean, we had a pretty good time.
I
got you up to my bracket and everything.
Yeah.
So, and they're adding a new bracket, which they need to do.
We're going to talk about it a little bit, but they're adding some interesting things.
They're adding things that are a necessity if you want people to keep playing this game.
Yeah, I still don't know about these incursions because the second one that they're adding,
it sounds like the same. And
thing.
we'll talk about it, and I'll rip that once we get there.
I'll rip it once we get there
because I'm not happy about that. But yeah, basically just Destiny and Division. I can't believe I went back to Destiny, but I'm pretty happy that I did.
I'm loving it. Have you done any of the new stuff?
No. I only did. I mean,
that's where I'm getting all my good gears.
I know, and like I think I that's what I need to do because everybody that was in Iron Banner was like ranked higher than me, and which was fine. I mean, I still held my own. I was very rusty, and then it was weird using like an assault rifle. I mean, I couldn't control the doctrine at first,
Yeah.
but it's slowly coming back. Today I had like I'm finally getting back to my 2-point kill to death. So, but this is the first time I think I ever went like under 1 and like quite a bit.
Yeah.
I was getting 0.73s, which is
Yeah.
not usually what I run, but it was still I still had a really good time with it, which is weird because usually I would get pissed if I was under 1. I would stop playing.
Yeah. For me, like I've been playing a lot of Destiny. I've done a lot of the prison challenge, and like that's where I'm getting like my good gear. I got the scout rifle from there. I got the shotgun, which is like it wrecks.
What's it called?
It's called Her Champion.
I think I saw it, and I think I got killed by
like,
it. Not a lot in Iron Banner.
It's high impact, but like from recoil to the next shot is like half a second.
Oh, it's bad.
It's
it
bad.
Kicks.
So like if you don't hit that first shot, you're done.
Does that have
like,
good
you're
range?
Done.
Have good range?
You're done. It has.
No,
it's okay.
Kind of depends on the perks you get.
Yeah. I did get a good roll though, but I got those two things, and then the Spectre gear is like I thought the Spectre gear was like its own set of gear, just called Spectre gear.
Yeah.
All the vendors are selling it for that specific set of gear, like the Dead Orbit Spectre.
By the Spectre, that's stuff you can change with the chromas.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So like I've been getting the Dead Orbit Spectre gear, which looks freaking awesome when you add like yellow or blue to it with the white and the black looks awesome.
I'll have to look into that because I didn't really get a chance to do anything cool.
Like I really haven't touched my PlayStation character. Is the only game that's been in that is The Division, and like. So I've been playing a lot of that on Xbox, and I played the crap out of the Gears of War 4 beta. It's Gears of War. It's pretty good. Dodgeball's a good mode.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited. I mean, there's like there's like some good games coming out this week. I know Doom. I think Doom comes out next week.
Doom comes out next week. Battleborn came out this week.
Battleborn came out this week. I was looking at it, but I think I'm going to pass.
Yeah, dude. A lot of people are confused on what that game is.
Isn't that like League of Legends? It almost looks like it's like a battle arena.
It has MOBA elements to it.
That's what it looked like to
me.
But
it's not a MOBA.
No.
But like you have to manage your resources like a MOBA. You have you can only level up during the match, and then like the next match it starts over like a MOBA.
That's like I was playing Paragon for a while, and that's like it looks like the same thing.
Yeah, they say people who are going for like the third-person shooter MOBA stuff will be going towards Paragon, and the people that are going towards like Team Fortress 2 style hero shooter thing will be going towards Overwatch, and that Battleborn's kind of stuck in the middle and doesn't know which game it wants to be.
Yeah, it's confusing, and it's a shame because it's I think it's Gearbox.
Yeah, it's the Borderlands
2K,
guys.
So it's Borderlands. You know how I feel about Borderlands. So
Borderlands 3 officially announced.
I know. Well, there's a couple things that. Well, I think we'll talk about that. Maybe not Borderlands, but yeah, I saw. But they're calling it like Borderlands 4. It's like really weird. But yeah, I mean that's like one of my favorite games. So I almost caved in and like maybe I'll get it.
Yeah.
But then I just nah.
I guarantee you that's one of those games that's going to be free at the end of the summer, like on Xbox Gold or something.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know between that and Overwatch, I probably will pass on both.
Yeah. And then I'm almost done with Star Fox Zero. It's fine. It's fine. I
thought something else.
We had our Nintendo rant last week. I'm just like, I don't know, dude. Nintendo's coming.
No, it was just Battleborn.
And then Uncharted comes out on Friday.
Yeah.
Which I'm
Uncharted comes out. Doom comes out on the 13th, which I'm actually really excited for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to pick that up.
Yeah, and then the Witcher expansion comes out at the end of the month too.
Yeah, I as much fun as I had with Witcher, like I haven't gotten any of the DLC for it.
Yeah.
At least not like the big ones.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm kind of like I went through the game and I beat it and I put so much time and like I just don't know if I want to go back.
Yeah. That's understandable.
I'm kind of like trying to work on these new games and stuff like that.
Yeah. But dude, Star Fox Zero is not.
Yeah, you kind of weren't high on it the other night.
So. Unless you like absolutely love Star Fox, like
I don't. Not like that much.
I wouldn't even.
I don't leave breathe it.
I mean, Star Fox 64 is like a far superior game than this. Like this game doesn't even look pretty. I think like the GameCube games almost look prettier than this. And like the way you have to use the controller to shoot, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. And like they say you can turn off motion controls, but you really kind of can't.
You can't. Yeah, it sucks.
I don't know. It's not like as intuitive as Splatoon was, where like, oh, I can just shift my controller a little bit and get that guy. It's just like it's all over the place. It's weird. I don't really like it. So like I kind of feel like my Wii U is done until Zelda comes out. To be quite honest with you,
mine doesn't get any love or any action. So
yeah, I don't even think you've had that on since like Rachel got Woolly World.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, I don't play it. So.
Yeah. So, okay, we're gonna jump into some news. The May games with Gold and PS Plus games have been announced, and none of them are nearly as good as last month.
No, I'm not blown away at all by these.
Yeah, the best game I think for Xbox is Peggle, and it's the 360 version. So like,
yeah, I don't know. I thought about checking out Defense Grid. I like games like that, but I probably won't.
Yeah, and Tropico 5 is like this sad Civ ripoff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. They're okay.
I've played Tropico games. They're okay, but I lose interest really fast.
Yeah, and like I don't know. Grid 2 is a racing
it's
game.
A racing game.
You like racing games, so. But the big one, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is officially a thing. We talked about this a little bit before the show. It takes place in the future with Earth's resources depleting and humans having to defend their resource outposts on other planets. The Legacy and Legacy Pro digital editions will also come with Modern Warfare Remastered with 10 multiplayer maps. We have a couple questions about this that will kind of lead into this conversation. CodFanFF asks, how many people are buying Call of Duty for Modern Warfare Remastered?
All of them.
Every single one of them.
Every single one. I almost want it just for Modern Warfare.
I know. And that's like the only way you can get it.
Which sucks. You know what? It's almost smart on their part.
Yeah, because if you sold it separate, you would not be selling Infinite Warfare.
If they came out with both of these at the same time and they were separate games, Modern Warfare Remastered would crush Infinite Warfare.
Oh, yeah.
It was Infinite Warfare, right?
Yeah.
Is what the new one's called. I don't even care. I could care less about that game. I want Modern Warfare Remastered.
I guarantee you, if the sales of this game are like severely under Black Ops 3, like I bet 6 months after it releases, they just release Modern Warfare on the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Store.
They might like for like $30.
Yeah,
because that's all. Because that was the game.
Yeah.
That's what put them on the map, and they must be hurting if they're doing this now, and then that they're packaging them together because they know that this Infinite Warfare isn't going to sell without it.
Like, I can't tell you the last time I bought a Call of Duty game. Black Ops 2, I think, was the last game I bought.
That's a long time.
And like, I almost bought Black Ops 3, except for the fact that you only played it for like a month and then put it down. And I was like,
yeah, because I started playing the Division.
Yeah, I was like, well, if Brian only plays it for a month, then it must not be worth getting. So, Sean asks, what should Call of Duty do to make a comeback?
They need to go away for a while.
They need to go away for a year and then go back to like either World War II or like, because like all the science fiction stuff is what's getting in the way of this game, I think.
Well, like they're getting into now, like, because in Black Ops 3, like you could like do these jumping and wall climbing and like, I don't think that stuff should be in Call of Duty games. No. Like it's getting, like Titanfall had like wall climbing or like wall running, and Destiny has the crazy jumps and stuff. Like that's the sci-fi games. I want a game that's more like military,
right? Like more gritty, more realistic, type of thing. Like I don't know. I just feel like the first couple games, Modern Warfare, Black Ops, like. Those games
War was awesome.
Yeah, those games were set in a specific time period and had this sense of grounded realism to them, and like they did all this crazy stuff like within like just the campaign alone. Like I think it was Modern Warfare 2 where like you were the terrorist and you shot up the airport.
That's a very controversial.
And like they did all these things within that game to give you some sort of like sense of terror, like a realistic terror, like. Now with like Advanced Warfare and Black Ops with these like jumping special suits, and I think like one of the specialists in Black Ops 3 was a robot, like literally a robot.
Oh yeah.
So like, that's not
machine gun and everything.
I mean, if I want to play as like a super soldier thing, I'm gonna go play Halo. Or if I want to play something in space, I'm gonna go play Destiny.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're like crossing over into like where those other games are at. And they can't compete then. Yeah,
this like I feel like Call of Duty could actually take back the military genre if they went back instead of like trying to what can we do to compete with Halo and Destiny and Battlefield, whatever. Everything's going towards this sci-fi, like hyper
Advanced Warfare. I mean, they named it perfectly.
Yeah. Like, I feel like if they just went back to like simplified, grounded military shooter, I think they could just pull everybody back in.
Yeah, because there's no one really else dominating that right now.
Or like even go back to World War II. Like Battlefield 5 is rumored to be set during World War I trench warfare type stuff. So
I mean, it's like I said, World War probably one of my favorite ones. Modern Warfare was awesome. Like, you know.
Yeah, I feel like they need to go back.
The maps were great. They just need to go back. And
I think they need to go back.
I think they need to go away for a while. I feel the same way about Assassin's Creed. I think they need to go away for a while.
Assassin's Creed's not coming out this year.
That's what I'm saying. They're finally listening.
Yeah.
And you need to go away and then come back.
And like I understand like Call of Duty's on like they have 3 developers and they're on like a 3-year development cycle. Like I understand that, but like just take a year off. Give everybody a year off. Give them that extra year to come up with some ideas. And like if they're on a 3-year development cycle, like how different was Black Ops 3 from Advanced Warfare?
Well, I didn't play Advanced Warfare.
I mean, like, but they're sharing that engine. Right. They're sharing the mech suit type things, like the specialized.
Well, you had like the crazy jump. Yeah. I mean, the jumping wasn't that crazy in Black Ops 3. You could thrust jump, but I mean, it wasn't as bad sci-fi wise as I thought it was going to be. And I actually did enjoy the supers. Yeah. That actually made it kind of more fun.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think Call of Duty needs to go back and just take a year off and go back to like World War II or even like a Black Ops type setting or even Modern Warfare, but get rid of this advanced stuff. But we're going to move into the Division news because there's a couple of things that came out and today even.
Yep.
Ubisoft has announced the Division's second incursion is coming this month. The incursion is called Broken Circle and have players defeating waves of enemies while taking down an anti-air missile launcher. Richie, we're going to ask the question first. Richie asks, I know this has been answered many times, but what does Ubisoft need to do to the Division to make incursions more interesting? This seems an awful like Falcon Lost.
This is Falcon Lost, but with a anti-air, what was it? Missiles?
Yeah.
Instead of the APC.
They did say your gear score needed to be 210.
I don't care. Like the horde. All right, it was cool. Like, all right, you did that on the first incursion. Whatever. Like,
we're still trying to figure it out.
Where it was the waves of enemy. It's basically horde mode and a boss. This is the exact same thing.
You know.
Like, why would you do the exact same thing as the last one? I mean, add something. Because like Falcon Lost, it's one room. You're in one room the whole time. Like, can I have something that we can like move through?
Yeah.
Like and go through together and like maybe you have to split into like 2 teams of 2. Something.
Add some kind of puzzle element to it. Like somebody has to press a switch while the other team goes down and like goes.
I mean, you could do that. Like, let's say like you're in an area and there's water and then there's broken pipe. I know this has been in games 100 times. There's broken electrical cords and the water's all you've seen that shit. And okay, so the one team of 2 has to go down to that area. The second team has to go somewhere else, shut that off so the one team can cross, and then the other team will come down, and the other team will have to go somewhere to shut it off so the other team can come. Like something simple like that. Like that would be much better.
Yep.
Instead of just all right, like because Falcon Lost, you sit in that middle area for 45 minutes, killing enemies, grabbing bombs.
Yep.
Okay, so you did that. That whatever. That was your first one. I'll give you a pass on that one. But now you're doing it again.
Yeah.
Like, did you think that incursion was fun? Because it's not.
Is this now? Here's the big thing. Is this incursion part of the paid season pass thing, or is it just part of an update?
Is the next one going to be free?
Yeah.
I don't think so. But
I'm pretty sure this is part of the paid thing.
I think this is the paid one.
Yeah.
Like, I got that, like, Falcon Lost, like, okay, that should be free.
Yeah.
What that was, that should be free. But no, like, I'm mad because I bought, like, the gold edition. So, like, I get all this shit now.
Yeah.
But, like...
Yeah. You still spent, what, $100?
I think it was $100, yeah.
Like, you still spent an extra $40 to get practically the same thing that you got for free.
Right, yeah.
So, like...
No, I'm not happy about it. Like, I want something that I can move through.
Yeah. Like...
And go through.
Give me a building. Give me a tall building, like Die Hard style, where like you have to move through the different floors and solve different puzzles on the floors while taking out enemies on these floors, and then give us like like a smaller type horde
Some
mode at
mini
the top.
bosses. Give me some mini bosses.
Like you look at
that look different. That don't look like every other fucking enemy in the game. Give me something different.
Okay, give
me some mini bosses.
I'm gonna use Destiny as an example.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look how like minus even the jumping puzzles. Like you go through, like you have to even the two people right before you get it into the raid after the first jumping puzzle, you have to stand on the two platforms.
Yeah, that's right before the War Priest, right?
Yeah, where you move through, and then like the next two people have to jump on while the other people stand on the platforms on the other side. Or like you look at the bosses, how different is the War Priest from Golgoroth, from the from the
give me some,
sisters,
give me some
from
mini
orcs?
bosses,
Like how different are all these bosses? Whereas like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like
I don't know.
The bosses just feel like giant bullet sponges, like of enemies that we've already seen.
Everybody is just a bullet. That's like there's nothing special about the enemies. They're just, this guy's gonna take more bullets.
Right. Which is the next part that came out today. And it says, also revealed today, Ubisoft said that they would be adding another Dark Zone bracket, adding harder enemies and better loot.
Well, I actually think that this is fantastic for a couple things. And they actually said something about they're going to be a lot more generous with the loot drops,
right.
Which is fantastic because I know that's, again, why I lost people. Because
Mm-hmm.
the only way to get gear in this game that's worth having is to craft
it.
Now, I did buy an AUG. I think everyone's running the same AUG in the Dark Zone that you could buy. It was like last week from the special gear vendor for like 800 and some Phoenix credits. That's like one of the top weapons right now in the game. So that one's good. But again, you just bought it. Again, it was not a drop. The drops are shit. Everything that I drop in the, like, if I go through the Dark Zone right now, if I went into that room and played Dark Zone and I filled up my extraction, all 30, I would then go and I would literally dismantle all 30.
Right.
Maybe, I think I've kept like 2 things and they were set gear pieces. They were the Nomad ones.
Right.
That's like literally the only thing I've kept out of the Dark Zone to this day.
Yeah.
Like since they've come out with this new, the stuff is just shit. Especially because like I'm at like 195 is my gear score. And right now I can't even get a team together to run the challenge mode, which is what I think I need to play to get into the 200 bracket. So I can't even get there because, so like there should be a way, you should be able to run the Dark Zone by yourself and get above 200.
Right.
And you can't right now.
Right. Yeah, I'm just worried about the enemies though. Like the gear sounds great, but I'm worried like the enemies are still going to be like harder enemies. Does that just mean like, oh, they take more damage? That's what I'm getting from it.
Like hard mode incursion, they're level 32 purples, which I don't know what they're called. They're not elites. They're just, I don't know.
Purple guys.
Okay, so challenge mode, they're like level 34 elites. And they're very hard to kill. And then they'll fucking one-shot you. So it's just, it's not that fun.
Right.
So, but, and it's cool that they're adding a higher Dark Zone bracket so that there's the balancing again. You know, if you have guys, because right now it's just 161 plus. So you could be like 165. This guy could be a 210. You're not winning.
Right.
I don't care if you have your super. I don't care what. You're not winning.
Right.
It does not matter.
Yep.
So it's cool that they're doing a 200 plus. So that, again, for the balancing. But I mean, these are good changes. But then again, you know, I thought the last update, I thought good stuff was coming when I heard that, all high ends are going to drop now from named enemies. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Till I realized that they're all 163s. How the fuck is that helpful?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, unless you're, you know, it helped you because you were, you know, you were like a 150 or something like that.
Right.
But now you're like now you're at the point where everything that it's going to drop isn't going to help you.
Yeah.
So you dismantle it so you can craft, because crafting is the only way to level, is to get the best gear.
Right.
That's apparently changing. So, but I'm not going to hold my breath because
I mean
the incursion sounds awful.
Plus, did you see the daily missions are missing again today?
Yeah, and I think it was Lee or Ray posted a video of them talking about it, how they have the dates messed up or something, and so that's unacceptable.
Yeah. They need a permanent fix this, because
that is unacceptable.
This is what, the 3rd time this has happened?
I mean, it's the 3rd time that I know of.
Yeah.
Like, for a
so fact. I feel like this game is like mechanics and stuff aside, I feel like it's imploding on itself by like having all these bugs or like there's these things that happen in the incursion apparently that were like almost like people were hiding under something.
Yeah, so people have glitched the challenge incursion, and I can understand why. I'm not one to exploit usually. I don't usually run that stuff. So I didn't do it, but I can see why they did because it's pretty fucking hard. But now those people are all running around in the 200s.
Right.
And for the rest of us who are trying to beat the challenge mode straight up, and I haven't done it yet, we can't get to that gear score. So I know that they said that they're taking a stance against exploiters. But I don't know how you can't get all of them.
Yeah.
There's
no way.
There's no way you can even get most of them.
Yeah. How are you even moderating who's cheating and who's
That's what
not?
I'm saying. I don't know how they're, especially like how are you going to know who exploited a challenge mode? It's not like all the people in that fire team are going to like report each other.
Right.
So I don't know how they're figuring it out. I don't know if that's more of it's probably more PC. I think it might be easier on the PC to figure out who's cheating, because you can probably do some crazy cheats there. But
yeah, I mean that game's had a lot of issues on PC anyway, more than the console versions.
Yeah, so it's really that game is descending quickly.
Yeah, they need to do something,
and they need to do something quick.
Because like
I still play it.
Like I was excited for this game. I was like genuinely excited for this game, and like I try to play it, but then if I'm not playing with you, I'm like, I don't want to play this game.
Yeah. Now I had to completely change my build because I lost so many people that I changed it to a solo build, and I can run through the dark zone now, and I can hold my own, even against 2. I have taken down 3, but if I run into 4 or more guys, like I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get my dark zone rank up. That's literally all I do now.
Yeah. Let's get into some better news.
Yeah.
Because this next
Get
story,
off the division, man. I'd rather talk about Destiny.
Wow.
I know.
Looks like we're going to have to reboot Weekly Strike. Just kidding.
Maybe.
But anyways, Respawn, the developer of Titanfall, is working on a second title alongside Titanfall 2. How excited are you? That it is a third-person action Star Wars game. The title is being led by God of War 3 creative director Stig Asmussen, making sure that the game at least brings solid combat.
I mean, on paper, that sounds amazing.
I know.
It sounds so cool.
But so did the Force Unleashed. Sounded amazing. And like
to this day, I still liked
the first game.
The second one
was... Yeah, but was it a good game?
It had its moments.
Let's face it. We like some games that are just like bad.
Yes, we do. And I think everyone has like a game that's like, I know this game sucks, but I love to play it.
But like, man, this sounds freaking amazing.
You know what though? I really wish that they would the Bounty Hunter 14 or something. 13. I was close. I really wish they would have done that game. The stuff that I saw from that, I know it's
Disney,
still not.
Disney says it's not dead.
But that was the game that I wanted.
Who could be working on that though is Amy Hennig from Naughty Dog. Went to Visceral.
That would be sick.
And like she's working on a currently unannounced Star Wars title, and like Visceral's known to make games like that, and it's going to be like an Uncharted style game, which is what 1313 was supposed to be.
I know.
So maybe she's like reworking it and rewriting it, making it. Maybe that's the game they're working on. But this game sounds amazing.
I mean, there's not like a lot to go on, but like from what you said, yes, it sounds like it could be fucking sweet.
As
God of War, I did love God of War.
As crappy as the story was and God of War was, that combat was amazing.
The combat was top notch.
Are we going to get a really angry protagonist that just yells all the time? Like a Star Wars protagonist that just yells all the time?
Is it going to be like really gory? Like that would be awesome if it was like could you imagine Kratos with a lightsaber? Because that's kind of what I'm picturing right now. Like as a Kratos like hero, anti-hero, I don't know.
Wow.
With a fucking lightsaber.
I know.
Can you imagine like the kill scene? Like
I know.
With Kratos with a lightsaber. Oh man, that's what's in my mind right now.
God of War 4 is coming though. Norse mythology.
Yeah,
they're changing it up.
I'm gonna get it.
You see that concept art though? Kratos with like the really long Viking beard, like with like the full, not just the weird goatee.
You can't go wrong with the beard.
It's true. So. Oh my gosh, this game's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
We'll see.
No, it's gonna be amazing. We're gonna love it, even if it sucks. because it's Star Wars.
Yeah, it's probably true.
All right, next story. Rumor has it that Sony has struck a deal with Marvel to bring Spider-Man to PlayStation exclusively. Everyone's favorite web slinger's next game is also rumored to be developed by infamous developer Sucker Punch. Matt asks, with the exclusivity deal and Uncharted coming to an end, will Spider-Man be the new face of PlayStation the way Mario is to Nintendo?
No. Please no.
Although Infamous developing a Spider-Man game could be really cool because Infamous, the first two games were amazing.
Infamous was a lot of fun. That's a really good game. Even the one that came out on like PS4.
Yeah.
It was
solid. It was good. It wasn't the first two games.
Spider-Man will not be. I don't think you'll ever see another face of a console anymore. Like you know how like Sonic was kind of the face of Sega.
Right.
Mario was the face of Nintendo. Like Xbox and PlayStation I don't think will ever.
Well, Xbox has Master Chief. Like I think that's always going to be there.
That's probably the closest that you're going to get for that. But even then, like, is he like really the face of?
Not so
Microsoft?
Much anymore. I think up until like Halo 3, I think he still was. But after that, I don't think like Halo as a franchise is always going to be associated with Xbox.
Well, yeah, but so is Gears.
Flagship title. Yeah, but I think Gears is still not on the level that Halo ever.
No.
I don't think it'll ever reach the level that Halo was at a point.
But I don't think PlayStation will ever have a face.
Yeah, I don't either. Because
Crash Bandicoot?
Oh, God.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
Those are really underrated games.
Really bad 90s icons of Crash, Spyro, and Lara Croft.
Those are some... I loved Crash Bandicoot. I can't even believe you're hating on him. Those were great games. I didn't really play Spyro. I wasn't really into the dragon.
Dude, here's what we were talking about at work the other day. Crash to PlayStation is how Sonic is to Sega, where like everybody that was a Sega kid growing up or a PlayStation kid growing up wants those games to be good,
but
they're not.
I don't know. Like there's some okay Crash.
They're just the bad games that we love. It's not like can't help it. It's no Mario 64, Banjo Kazooie.
Gosh, no, those were good,
dude. How bad do you want another Banjo Kazooie?
After Nuts and Bolts, no, I don't.
No, but like to go back. Regular,
like how it used to be like a platform.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. But anyways, also rumored to be coming out of this was the infamous Lightning Edition, which includes a demo of the Spider-Man game. I don't know if I really care for a remastered Infamous.
No.
Honestly. Like, I don't know. Infamous was good at the time, but how great is it going to be now? Especially if they just poured it over instead of like doing all these like... If they totally remade it and like did different things with it, and like reimagine the first game like they did with Ratchet and Clank, like I would totally play it again. But like if it's just a port of the PS3 game,
I have no interest in either of those. Sorry, I do not like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
even though I know Civil War is coming out and like I'm excited that he's in the movie, but I never played Spider-Man.
We're not really.
I'm not big Spider-Man. No, I don't really like him.
That's all the news. So we're gonna move into some questions.
Yeah, something else that I didn't bring up, but I know like. Mostly we talk about games, but we don't really talk about TV shows too much on here. But I have been watching the new season of Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, everybody seems to be watching
and
that.
This season so far has been amazing. I'm not going to spoil anything at all.
I hear getting away from the books is the best thing that happened in this show.
Like you can tell that this season, which is the first season that is not the books aren't. George R.R. writes at the speed of a snail. I love his work, but I mean, let's be honest, it takes him years and years to write a book. So this is the first series. This season 6 is the first one where they don't book. So it's definitely geared more towards the viewers, and you can tell.
Yeah.
The villains are more evil, and the heroes seem more heroic. Like it just seems like this is strictly for the viewers, which, because in my opinion, is not a bad thing. The season has been fantastic so far. It's only been 2 episodes. A lot of stuff has already happened, but like I said, I won't do any spoilers yet. You know, I want to wait. I don't want to ruin anything with that show.
Yeah.
But a lot of stuff has already happened. All the storylines are getting a little bit more interesting, even though the storyline out in Dorne is still a little stale to me. I wish they would pick that. I mean, they did some stuff out there, but not enough. And Arya, I love her. I feel like she's going to be one of the most badass characters, but that storyline's a little slow right now. But hopefully those two pick up. All the other ones are just fantastic. So
yeah. So I keep hearing. I still haven't watched a single episode.
I have seasons 1 through 5 on DVD. So, and this season is very, very, very good. So,
you want to get into questions?
Yeah, we can. I just wanted to,
Yeah.
Then we don't talk about shows.
Understandable.
So it's like my favorite show on TV. So
yeah, we should do a section of where we just talk about the shows that we've been watching.
Well, I only watch like Game of Thrones and sports. So
yeah, we could do a Cavs Brown section.
Yeah, we can talk about the draft. Actually, wasn't that bad. But yeah, we can go to questions.
All right. Sticking to the Star Wars theme, Scott asks, "What are your favorite Star Wars games?"
We're gonna have the same answer.
KOTOR?
Yeah, Knights of the Republic, number 1.
Yep.
Hands down. Rogue Squadron for 64 was actually one of my favorite games.
The second one's a little bit better on GameCube. But
I don't think I played that one.
I think that whole series is great.
I always forget the one.
Republic Commando for Xbox.
No, there was another one on 64, and you played
Shadows of the Empire?
Shadows of the Empire.
Just released on PC today.
Yeah, man, that one is still one of my favorites.
That's a great game.
But, I mean, Knights of the Republic, there is just, like, that's up here, and everything else is just coming down here.
Well, I mean, it's basically a Mass Effect game surrounded with Star Wars.
Yeah, that's why it's awesome. I did like The Force Unleashed.
I did too.
Not my favorite, but it's pretty good.
Speaking of, our friends over at Neek, the podcast, did an interview with him. The lead in that game.
Yeah, I saw that posted on Facebook.
Yeah.
I was very jealous.
Very good interview. You should go watch it. Yeah. Shout out to Kiku and Josh.
Yeah, that was cool.
And Ray. Awesome. God, that video was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. I was very jealous.
Yeah.
What else? I can't say the new Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
Because that's not that good. But the old ones are great.
Yeah. I don't know. I had the urge to play it the other day.
Really?
And then I loaded it up. I was like, I really don't want to play this anymore. Yeah. And I took it out.
That game was disappointing.
Yeah. I hope the next game that they do like that will have some kind of like sort of Call of Duty progression system in it. And like be more aimed towards like
the progression was very
harder core players.
There wasn't a lot of weapons, which is a big problem. Mm-hmm. There's only a couple types of each.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, Knights of the Republic.
Yeah.
1,
definitely.
2 I wasn't blown away by it.
Yeah. Republic Commando is also really good for Xbox and PC. It's on PC. It's on sale all the time on Steam.
Yeah, Knights of the Republic. If you have not played that game,
it's even on iPad now. So if you haven't
need to find a way to play that game.
Yeah.
It is awesome.
You can play it on this little device now.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, but it is kind of hard to find.
I have played it on my iPad, and actually, I mean, it played surprisingly. I mean, it's a game that you can play
turn-based, so
because it is kind of turn-based.
It's not like a shooter like Mass Effect.
So like every time you come upon an enemy, it freezes and lets you like put your attacks in and stuff. So, but oh man, that game was the story fantastic. One of the best Star Wars
twists ever.
Yeah, that was great. I did not see that coming.
No, dude. I was sitting there playing. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
That game was
so good.
Clearly, hands down, the best.
So good. All right. Andrew writes in, I'm a new listener and love the show.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much. I have a question I feel both of you can probably answer. I traded in my Wii U and Xbox 360 and bought the Halo 5 bundle. I'm assuming Xbox One.
Yeah.
Trade in his Wii U.
He's smart. He's smart.
Might be a decent move if you're not a Nintendo fan. Might be a decent move, especially if it's
a great move. Andrew.
Especially if Mario Maker, Splatoon, and Smash and Zelda are all going to NX.
He did.
Those are the only games really worth playing on the console anymore.
He did the right thing.
Anyways, but I also want a game with a little more substance. Do you suggest Destiny or The Division, and why? And what other games would you suggest? Thanks.
Well, if you want. Well, first we'll start off if we would suggest Destiny or The Division. If you want substance, you better go Destiny.
Yeah.
It has it.
Especially
it's been out longer.
Especially this week, it's 50% off on the Xbox store. It is $19.99 for the Taken King Legendary bundle.
I would definitely go Destiny. It definitely has a lot more because it's been out for 2 years.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of DLC. There's a lot of stuff to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
The Division is just starting out. It's a rocky game right now. Yeah. And it definitely needs some work.
I want to pose this question.
If we could
to you.
fast forward a year, we might be saying different things. But
Is Vanilla Division worse than Vanilla Destiny?
Yes. Because I played both the vanilla games, and people have forgotten how bad Destiny was.
I know.
It was
the Taken King made it so much better.
Broken.
And then this April update just
Destiny
made it
was very broken. But like
better.
I said, he's asking as of right now.
Yeah.
And it's clearly Destiny's been out. They fixed a lot of the problems.
Especially if you like Halo, like the older Halo games. I still feel like Destiny feels like those older Halo games to an extent. Just the way you move and the way you jump and stuff. Like, I would totally go Destiny over the Division, especially if you are a Halo fan, which clearly is because he went out of his way to buy the Halo 5 bundle.
Right.
So
that's kind of, but I mean, that's not to say that I like the Division. I will truck through this crap. I did it with Destiny.
Yeah,
I continue to play through crappy Destiny.
Yeah, I don't mean to harp on the Division all the time. I don't think we mean to be negative. It's just that this game needs a lot of work.
I do mean to be negative. I mean, I've still put a lot of time, and like I'm actually kind of like I do enjoy it. I have fun playing Dark Zone because I can kill a lot of the rogues and stuff now. I finally have a build that I'm happy with, so I'm having a lot more fun. But outside of the Dark Zone, like I'm tired of doing the missions already just to get Phoenix creds. Like that bores the shit out of me. The Incursion already, I'm not really a fan of because the hard mode, it's beatable. You can beat it. It's not that bad, but it takes a while and it's boring. And challenge mode is like really fucking hard and boring. Yeah. So there's like the raids, they're at least fun. Yeah. Like, I don't know how many times I've played the raids. I've lost count. I've done the Incursion like 8 times. I'm already like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I've done like...
How many times have we run the Destiny raid? Every week. Like,
well, I'm talking about like all of them, like up to date, like counting back. I've run raids definitely in triple digits. I'm definitely in triple digits for raids. I've over 100 raids, easy with all of them on normal and hard. And I never really got bored of them.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
So definitely Destiny. Now there's some other games, and if you want substance, there's only one game for you, and I'm gonna say The Witcher.
Yeah,
The Witcher 3. That will keep you pretty much for
set for the year.
A couple months, you'll be.
Also, if you're not into like the high fantasy, like I mean, The Witcher is an amazing game, and like I'm not into high fantasy, and I love that game. But if you're looking for a similar game but more of a military feel, I would say The Phantom Pain.
Oh yeah, see,
easily.
I haven't played it, so I can't comment.
Yeah, I haven't played it either, but everything I see or watch
there is one other game that I feel doesn't get a lot of love, and I thought was fantastic.
Shadows of Mordor.
No, but that's a good one too. But I was actually gonna say Dead Rising 3 is. I don't know if you've played any of the Dead Rising games.
I played the first one.
The first one was like it was pretty cool because at the time like there really wasn't a game like that.
Right.
But now. Like Dead Rising 3 was awesome. It was like one of the first games that I got on my Xbox with like Rise and stuff like that. And that game was a disappointment, even though it's still fun. There's not a lot of substance to that game. Do not get that, or just rent. I would rent that game. That game's worth playing, but it's definitely just a rent. Dead Rising 3 was so much fucking fun, and it finally it was just one of the best Xbox One games I played, and that was like so. That's a good one, but definitely substance. Witcher 3, hands down, was my game of the year last year, and I think Dead Rising 3 is good. I think Phantom Pain is a good choice. I'm trying to think what else is
not necessarily for substance, but if you want a cheap game that's really good, Gears of War Ultimate Edition is only $10 right now.
I mean, he had 360, so he probably played all those.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, definitely Witcher, Destiny, and I mean
Fallout 4 maybe.
Fallout 4, like you won't need another game for like a year.
Yeah,
with the ones we just named off.
Yeah.
So
yeah, those are like the big ones.
Those are the big ones, but Dead Rising 3, I promise, if you check that out, you won't be disappointed.
I'm really surprised you didn't say Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor is fantastic.
Rumored that that's
one of the best games.
The big game of E3 from Warner Brothers is Mordor 2.
Well, there's another game that might be. I think Red Dead 2.
Yeah,
but I didn't want to say it without the next question. But yeah, those are the Shadows of Mordor. I mean, I always praise that game. How much fun it was.
Yeah. I might actually go get that because I get paid tomorrow, and I'm looking for some like. Like, not that I'm like tired of Destiny or the Division or anything, but like
I
I
need a
need
side
that.
game.
I need that
I need a side
that
game.
palate cleanser
and
game.
I don't
and
have one
Star
right
Fox did not cut it.
now. I don't have one right now, so
So, and like I was hoping, like, God, I was hoping Zelda would be out by now. So I don't know. Not even Twilight Princess did it for me.
because it's not, you know.
No, it's still a good game. It's just
Yeah.
like I've played it so many times. I'm just like, this isn't doing it for me.
I definitely need that side game. And I don't know. I still need to check out Quantum Break. I haven't checked that out.
Oh yeah, Quantum Break. Not that that's a
game.
game full of substance, but
No.
it's like
No, Witcher 3, hands down.
mhm.
If you only had money to get Destiny and another game, I would say Witcher 3.
Yeah.
That would be my.
Yep.
That would be my.
Definitely,
that would be my,
because
my
Destiny's only $20 on. If you're gonna buy it digitally, I would buy it digitally. Honestly, it's only $20.
I buy everything digital now. So
Yeah, I'm starting to get to that point where like I'm tired of getting up to change a disc.
yeah, I'm just lazy.
That sounds so lazy, but okay. Last question. Sam asks, "What are some of your E3 predictions?"
Well, I'll tell you what. Like I think this is true, but I heard of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah,
So my prediction, I hope that they will
technically
show.
the third game.
Oh, because you're counting the zombie one.
No, I'm counting Red Dead Revolver.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that game.
I know everybody does.
That game was all right. So whatever, Red Dead 3, but it's gonna be called 2. I'm really excited for that. And my
Yeah.
prediction is that that'll be the.
The rumor is that it's a
Yes.
prequel and you're part Native American, which could be interesting.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it could be interesting.
I mean, I don't know. I almost put it back in the other day and started playing it, but it's such a long game.
I know it's such a long game, and like at this point, it doesn't really look as good as the games we're playing now.
Obviously, they're gonna have NX stuff. That's not even
No,
a prediction.
they're
It's just
not.
what?
Nope, Nintendo's not taking an X to the E3.
They're not. So what are they doing at E3 then?
Zelda. That's the only
Are
playable
you
game at
kidding me?
E3.
They're
is
not
going to
have any NX.
They said they're not bringing NX to E3. They're not showing any NX games, and they're just focusing on Zelda as their only playable game. Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to have a Nintendo Direct before or after, or maybe even during E3 that says all this NX stuff. But like their only playable game is going to be Zelda for Wii U. Not even the NX version, the Wii U version.
Oh, wow, that's dumb.
Yeah.
But that's Nintendo, so like I'm not even surprised. So, but yeah, I mean,
2016.
what else?
The lost Nintendo
What
year.
else you got for E3?
I still think,
predictions?
I mean, Mordor 2 is kind of like a thing. A lot of rumors are pointing to like Bethesda coming and showing off Prey 2 and even
doing a Prey 2.
Prey 2, Dishonored 2.
Dishonored 2. I
Skyrim
heard Dishonored 2
Remastered.
is pulling like actors from like Game of Thrones and what was the other big show I saw they were pulling actors from? Daredevil. Yep. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like their whole lineup is like supposedly gonna blow us away.
God, I wish they would show the new Elder Scrolls game.
That's a rumor that they're gonna announce it.
So
and
my prediction is that they're gonna show that, and I'm gonna
they're gonna announce that, and
come in
then
my
like
pants,
Skyrim Remastered is coming to Xbox One.
yeah. So I'm getting both those. You know, I'm getting Skyrim Remastered.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
There's my palate cleanser.
Yeah,
I won't even need another game.
I think EA is gonna show off all their Star Wars crap that they're doing because there's 6 studios working on Star Wars games. So I think
Can they give us a good one though?
it's true. Can they give us a good one?
Can they give us a good one?
Um,
They need to make a new Knights.
yeah, God, and BioWare's working on a Star Wars game.
That's what they need to make.
I mean,
And
I don't know if
Knights,
it's like Old Republic expansion for the MMO, but God, please be Knights of the Old Republic 3.
That would be like the greatest.
Or
thing
like
ever.
even Knights of the Old Republic remastered to hold us over for
No, I don't even want a remastered like of that. I want a new one, up to date graphics.
God,
You got to think like we played that on the Xbox.
I know.
So
The Xbox One, like original
not
one.
spelled like the first one.
Yeah. God, that game's so good.
It is. I mean,
It is so good.
if they did a new one, it'd be sick. I think it'd be sick.
And like,
yeah,
God,
I really hope they show off some of the Elder Scrolls.
yeah, I want to know what Sony's game Dead Don't Ride is. I really want to know what that is. I really want to see Horizon shown off, that open world kind of RPG thing where they're like fighting robot dinosaurs.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that game.
I've seen a lot of like not really trailers. But
Yeah. I mean, they
clips
showed
of
like
that.
8 minutes of gameplay from that game.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
The interesting thing is, though, dude, that game is being made by the Killzone people.
Yeah, it's weird.
Which is like way out of their wheelhouse.
I was not a big Killzone fan.
Yeah, I want to see what Sony Bend is working on. Like, because the last game they made was that Vita Uncharted game. So, like, I don't know what they're working on. Xbox kind of already has their slate laid out.
Yeah, they kind of already like showed their hand.
I really want a new Fable game, though.
You're not gonna get it. Lionhead shut down.
I know, but Microsoft owns the IP, though. A lot of the rumors said...
That's why when we brought it up that Lionhead was getting shut down, I got all sad because I was like, oh, there's no more Fables. And you guys made it sound like there would be.
The big rumor is that after Rare's Pirate game releases, they're going to do a Fable game. Which I could totally see Rare doing, the whole British humor thing in that world, because they're from there.
Right. Yeah, I could see it, but I really... Oh, those Fable games were awesome.
I know. God, Fable 1 was so good. So good.
2 was all right.
Yeah.
2 was all right. So the ending sucked. And 3 was whatever.
Yeah.
I think I was just tired.
The first half of 3 was good. And then,
Yeah.
once you made that, choice, it just kind of was like, I didn't even finish it.
Yeah, I don't think I finished it either. But I did. I mean, I played 1 more than once.
Yeah.
I think I beat 2 more than once, too. But
Yeah.
I don't think I ever beat 3.
Yeah. Fable's good. I don't really... God, I don't know. There's so many possibilities because, I don't know. I bet they show off Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, I hear
Since there's
new
no...
hero
Since,
or
Assassin's Creed's not coming out this year, so I bet they show off Watch Dogs 2.
Did you play Watch Dogs, the first one?
I did.
What did you think? I thought it was
Okay.
a very, very letdown.
It was okay.
It
was not...
Not what we were supposed to get.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you know what else they're going to show off probably? South Park.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That last
first game was
one
awesome.
was really a hidden gem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoyed every bit of that
Backwards
game.
compatible on Xbox One.
Yeah, I rented it. Or I borrowed it from one of my friends.
Yeah.
Because he's a big South Park fan. And
Yeah.
he got it and he's like, dude, you have to play this game. And I was like,
It's basically Paper Mario is what it is,
Yeah, I was
but
like,
South Park
I
is
was
hilarious.
like, whatever, fine, I'll play it. And I couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
And I beat it
Yeah.
real
It's not
fast.
real long either. It's 15 hours probably.
Oh,
It's short.
probably
but-
not even that. If you don't even do the side stuff.
Yeah, but dude, it was so good. Man, I wonder what else. What franchises is it about time for that we haven't seen in a while? I'm sure God of War will be there. I'm sure Gran Turismo will be there.
I don't know.
It's so hard to think. I don't know.
New Half-Life game? No?
No, dude. At this point, they're just gonna release it on Steam and says, "Hey, Half-Life 3 is out now.
Yeah.
Go buy it."
I don't know. I've heard rumors of a new Left 4 Dead game.
Yeah,
I don't know if they would do anything at E3 with it, but that would be cool.
yeah. Left 4 Dead, Portal would be a good one.
Are they doing more Portals?
They're doing a
Okay.
VR thing,
Or are they?
but
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they'll have a new Forza game.
oh yeah, dude, those games come out like clockwork. It's not a big
so
secret.
it's-
Halo Wars 2 will be there probably.
All right, Halo Wars was sweet. That was a fun game. Yeah, I'm not really sure who's up.
Yeah, Nintendo's not.
Nintendo's down.
Mm-hmm. EA's not even going to be there. They're doing an event before E3. So
Yeah, I think you said that last week.
yeah. So I don't know. BioShock.
Oh, BioShock.
That's the other one.
That's right. BioShock's been out since Infinite.
Yeah. And they're
That was pretty good.
I bet they released that collection in the summer, and they're going to say that there's going to be one coming out in November.
Yeah, they like to do that where they release all the other ones and then they bring out. What about maybe a new Batman game? Are they doing any more of those?
I mean, they're doing the remastered Arkham Asylum and City thing.
Yeah, I didn't know if a new Batman game would be coming up.
I mean, that one just came out last year, though.
They pop them out. They pop them off every 2 years.
Although Warner Brothers Montreal is working on a DC game, 2 DC games. I don't know. It could be like the sequel to Origins, which they still don't acknowledge exists. Which I
would
don't
like
know why.
to see another superhero game be made like how the Batman is,
Mhm.
but a different superhero.
I would like to see Arrow, like a Green Arrow game. I think would be cool.
or an Iron Man or Captain America. Or
Yeah.
you could do an Avengers one, but make it like how Batman was.
hmm
That would be sick.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I remember that there's a rumor going around for a long time that like Rocksteady was working on a Ninja Turtles game in the vein of Arkham Asylum.
You told me that before, so
God, that was like, that would have been awesome.
that would have been different.
God, that would have been so cool.
That
though.
would have been different, man.
I don't know. All right, we're gonna get into quick fire,
Oh yeah, quick fire.
and it's Star Wars themed.
Of course.
Are you ready?
Yes.
This submission comes from Megan Green, a longtime listener of this show. Are you ready?
Yeah, she's got a tough one because the one last week was really good.
I know. I don't think this one beats it, but it's close.
It's Star Wars, so in
It's
my
Star
opinion,
Wars.
It beats it.
Boba Fett
Boba Fett.
or Han Solo?
Oh, what the fuck? Those are my two favorites. I got. Oh no, Boba Fett. Boba Fett. I've always been a bit. He's my go-to. You know, in Black Ops in Black Ops 3 you can like make your
Yeah.
emblems. Mine's Boba Fett helmet.
Yep.
So, but that's an unfair question, but we'll go Boba Fett.
Luke or Rey?
Luke.
BB-8 or R2-D2?
Fuck, man. I gotta go old school on that one. R2, but BB-8 is very fucking close. But I gotta go R2.
Darth Maul or Kylo Ren?
Darth Maul. Like, Kylo Ren is a little too emotional for me.
It's true.
He still has a chance to, like, kind of fix that, I guess. But he's kind of a bitch.
It's true.
And Darth Maul was... Like, you should have done Boba Fett or Darth Maul, and I wouldn't know who to pick.
What if that's the Star Wars game that they're working on as a Darth Maul game?
I would play it every day.
With, like, God of War
day.
combat.
That would be the sickest thing in the world.
Oh, my gosh. Mind blown.
It's not going to... That's too obvious. That would be, like, the greatest game ever. That's what they need to do.
I know. God, how awesome would that be, though?
Darth Maul, all the way.
The Emperor or Snoke?
I gotta go the Emperor only because I don't know a lot about Snoke yet.
Yeah, it's true.
Like he again, if we did this after the new series comes out, all of them, it might be different. But the Emperor, he held his shit down for a long time.
It's true.
He was a badass man. He was a douchebag, but he was badass.
That's true. That is true. Leia or Padme?
Oh, Leia.
Yeah. Pretty much anybody from the prequel series is just...
Yeah, it's like...
Unless it's Darth Maul or Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Speaking of...
If you have Qui-Gon Jinn or Obi-Wan, that's going to be a tough one.
Qui-Gon or old Obi-Wan?
Old Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
So, like...
in original trilogy Obi-Wan.
I go Qui-Gon.
Yeah.
If it was versus
Ewan
McGregor, that'd be tough. I really liked Obi-Wan.
I know. That's like the one redeeming quality of the prequels. Is
But
Obi-Wan.
I gotta go Qui-Gon. He was... I love him.
Yoda or Maz Kanata?
Again, you gotta go Yoda just because he has the... I don't know. She's pretty... I don't know.
She's pretty ballsy.
She is Yoda. She's like the new Yoda.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna go her.
Yeah.
Because
she was pretty cool, dude.
I really liked her, and so yeah.
It
was just tough because Yoda, he's pretty iconic.
Yeah. Chewbacca or C-3PO? Chewbacca. Come on.
Everyone hates C-3PO. You shouldn't even put C-3PO on that list.
I didn't.
Like, who else? You know what you should have done? C-3PO or Jar Jar Binks.
Well, here's the next one.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready? The big one. Watto or Jar Jar Binks?
Watto is in the blue flying.
Yeah. The ultimate, really racially Jewish.
Yeah, he was Jewish. It was very racist.
It was so funny.
Fuck, I hate it. I don't like either one of them.
I don't either.
Annie. Oh my god, that was actually pretty good.
Annie.
Oh, I hated him. But I hated, you know what? Neither.
Dude, even when we were watching the prequels, and because Sana's Jewish, and she was like, dude, this is so
It's like very offensive. Like,
yeah.
He was clearly.
Yeah. So.
There was no Darth Vader.
No. Because, dude, you're going to pick Vader.
Mm.
I still think you're going to pick Vader over
Vader
most.
Or...
It would have had to be
Boba Fett. Boba Fett's my favorite, man. I probably would have went Boba Fett.
I mean, if you're going to pit Vader up against anybody, that would be it'd have to be either Maul or Ren. You're going to have to put him against a Sith. Mace Windu.
Oh, God. Yeah, it should have been I think the toughest one was Boba Fett or Han, man. That one was.
I don't know. I still think the toughest one is Watto or Jar Jar because they're both awful.
I guess Watto. I can't go Jar Jar.
You can't do Jar Jar, dude. It's terrible.
I just can't choose that one.
Yeah.
What about Finn or Lando?
I don't know, dude. Finn's cool, but he's kind of whiny, and Lando's not really.
I would have said Lando.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Lando.
What about Poe? Who kind of compares to Poe?
Luke. Wedge.
Wedge Achilles. Poe. I really like
Biggs and Wedge. Rumored to be in Rogue One.
We'll see.
Dude, I don't know how I feel about Rogue One. How do you feel about Rogue One? I know we talked about it a little bit last week, but like, they've got huge talent in it. Like,
I'm gonna go see it, but I'm not like oh my god, like how in Star Wars.
Mads Mikkelsen's in it. Like, he's a really good actor, and like Forrest Whitaker's in it, and he's usually good and everything.
I will go see it, but like, I'm not jumping up and down.
Yeah, I feel like Rogue One's like that movie where everybody who like literally grew up with the original trilogy.
Yeah, it's more for them.
It's more for them, whereas like obviously we weren't even born by the time.
Yeah, we were born into the trilogy. Yeah, when so we have an understanding of like what went down before A New Hope.
Yeah,
probably newer fans probably don't understand how they got the plans of the Death Star and everything. Yeah, so I'm gonna see it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see it.
I'm sure it's gonna be good. I mean, it's gonna be good. It's Star Wars. Yeah, but it's not one that I'm gonna like. We were really excited for.
I'm more excited for Episode 8.
Right.
Especially with like the Daisy Ridley tweeted out a video today on set. It was really cool.
Yeah, so I'm definitely more excited for that. But I will definitely see.
Yeah. Speaking of, did you see they tweeted out a picture of the Han Solo's blaster and says it starts filming this summer.
Oh, really?
So the Han Solo movies.
Again, like I'll see that one. I love Han Solo. But
but I'm not.
dude.
But like Harrison Ford is so Han Solo that like anybody else they put there is just gonna be like
that's kind of ballsy. But I'm more excited for Civil War than anything else. Like that's the movie I think I'm most looking forward to this year. Is Civil War.
You know what other movie that keeps getting lost in the shuffle though is X-Men. Like nobody's talking about X-Men.
I know, which is a shame because I can't remember the guy who plays Poe, but he's in X-Men. Oscar or something.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, he plays the bad guy, Apocalypse.
Yeah. And like the new trailer makes it looks cool. Like I love X-Men, and so like, and like the movies are all like up and down and all over the place. So like I'm hesitant to say.
Is Nightcrawler back in this one?
Nightcrawler, Cyclops, Jean Grey's in it. Like all like the young version, Storm, Angel. The last trailer had Wolverine in it. Like they're all.
I will see that movie, but I didn't like the last one, Days of Future Past.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it. No,
I did. I liked it. I like the new ones.
I was not in love with it. The one before it, First Class.
Yeah.
Oh, that was probably my favorite X-Men movie.
It's definitely the best one.
That one was really good, but I'm not
You said you saw Deadpool, right?
I have not seen.
You haven't seen Deadpool yet?
No, I'm waiting. I can't rent it yet.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, the day I can rent
it. Deadpool is my favorite X-Men movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So. And
we'll talk about
I'll wait because I'm a big Gambit fan,
and
then Channing Tatum. We'll see what he does with it. But
it's true. It's been pushed back though.
I know, but
he's got to do MIB 23.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, Gambit's like my favorite X-Men. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, and then the Wolverine's supposed to be Old Man Logan. So
This is his last one.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that actually.
I didn't like the last one, the one where they were in Japan.
Yeah. I liked it all the way up until they fought Silver Samurai, and like Silver Samurai's not like a giant robot like they made in that movie, so like it really kind of like threw me.
Yeah, I didn't.
And Viper was totally didn't even need to be in that movie.
Yeah, I didn't like that one at all.
So like I liked parts of it, but like I don't know, I don't know. I love Hugh Jackman. It's the Iron Man problem for me. Like I love Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, just like I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but the movies, like the later movies, are just like not up to par.
I agree.
So I don't know. Anything else before we get gaming?
I think that's it.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us again this week. Remember, you can find the audio version of this podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher, Google Play, pending approval. Like we said, might be a new name next week. So if a new show shows up in your feed next week, still us. Don't panic. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. Like us on Facebook. Join the community page. Follow us on Twitter. And remember, you can find all of our content on digitalnerdadvocates.com. Thank you so much for watching. And until next week, we're out.
Bye.